My name is Neville Pritchard. I am the CEO of HR in Flow, based in the UK and working globally. What we do is we work with HR functions on themselves and across the wider organisation to transform the contribution that those people-related functions make, helping them to understand the impact they're having through surveys, through profiling, and through reviews. We then look at how we can change things with transformation labs, setting real-life challenges, and provide ongoing flow through ongoing team and individual coaching. For me, the big shift is to ensure a major focus on performance, a major focus on what value people-related functions are providing to the rest of the business in the achievement of its intent. That achievement of intent means that it's important for the people inside all of those related functions, particularly talent development, to realize and appreciate precisely what the purpose of that organization is, get that defined, and to then bring business acumen into play in every component that is brought to bear on talent development. Let's explore that. The major change for me is the need for everything, language, mindset, thought processes inside talent development to focus on the impact you're going to have on the business. With that in mind, it's important also that the talent development function is as operationally excellent as any other function in the business, and to really take its responsibility as a business management, as a business leader. And finally, it's incumbent upon everybody within the talent development area to be masters of their own craft, to be functional and applied experts, to be valuable. Let's think for a moment. A good friend of mine, Frank Dick, who used to be the manager of the British athletics team, once said, everybody who comes to work, everybody who goes into a performance arena of any kind, walks through the door every morning with three responsibilities. The responsibility for their own performance, the responsibility for their own development, and the responsibility for the learning and performance of those others who they work alongside with and for. So if we take that as a benchmark, responsibility for performance lies with the individual, but it's supported by a myriad of other people. Responsibility for learning is similar. It's the responsibility of the individual, but supported by a myriad of other people. So when we're looking at talent development, one of the big shifts for me is we're not responsible for providing individual courses all the time. We're responsible for providing the opportunities that individuals taking that responsibility can pull down on. Not push learning on people, help them to pull learning into the environment that they want. This is absolutely key to shifting, and it's absolutely key to embracing all the new technology that's available. We can't shy away from technological advancement, but equally, we can't move away from the most effective ways of transforming learning. Face-to-face still has a place to play, but for me, and in our organisation, we use things called transformation labs. Those transformation labs set real challenges for people and help them to make a change in their real-life performance. We can even set real-life challenges for the moment and take them and change the way they think within them. That, to me, is a much better use of face-to-face. Let's get everything else done before we get into that room. Secondly, there is ongoing learning happening all the time. I have just left a coaching session with somebody who said, I haven't done any development since our last call. I asked the question, so are you doing anything differently since the last call? The answer came back, Yeah, I listened to what you said, and now I'm trying to do things better and quicker, and I'm using what I've learned before. Therefore, you've developed. That development takes place every day. And what I asked him to do was now share that with the rest of the department. Share the fact that your performance has improved because you've thought about what you've learned. That can happen through social media. It can happen through team meetings. It can happen through working out loud. It can happen through all sorts of technological support, chat rooms and so forth. All of that needs to be embraced for the needs of the particular organization. Each organization is uniquely different. And as a result, the balance and mix of media will indeed be different. We've identified now that there are 12 really key roles for people within talent development and across wider people support functions. Those key roles are shown here. Let's take just one of them for now, and we'll explore the others at a later date. The diplomat. One of the challenges with technology is that we want people to be excited to learn. But we've got to watch that step. Where is the boundary between getting people excited to learn and then feeling that they are being pressured to show that they're excited to learn, that they're being pressured to learn at silly hours of the night or morning just to show other people that they are? If they're doing it because they really, really want to, then that's fine. If they're doing it because they feel they're being forced into that situation and there's no other time, that's not quite right. So we need to look at how we embrace technology. And if there are managers who are in fact putting that type of pressure onto people, then the role of diplomat comes in. How do we ensure that everybody continues to point in the right direction? For me, there are many other elements of technology that are coming through. Robotics, gaming, all have a place, but we have to work out whether the investment is worth the return. What is the intent? Well, how does it relate to the purpose? How do we ensure that we are adding real value against the expected return? That's where we go full circle back to where we started. You start with the business, you end with the business. That's where I think talent development needs to shift its mindset. And that's where we've picked up that that's the kind of change that is happening around the world right now. And that individual organization focus is also something that's happening right now.